They're the character 40%. They're locked behind everyone else being pretty much done. That's why I'm finishing up everyone before I can go do that one, because it's gonna probably be a nuclear bomb of plot revelations. Not to mention, if something's gated that far, it's probably gonna be hella roadblocks on the way. Talk to you or something?
Mighty Kaiju Daimos. They're showing it at the theater right now.
Huh. He's talking to himself again.
Usami-chan, would you like to get crepes on our way home?
I'd love to, but I've kinda got somewhere to be.
Okay.
Do you need something?
Not really, sorry.
Oh, we're playing this scene from his story where we're talking to her and he nudges over.
Usami-chan, you've been acting strange lately. Are you okay? You seem kind of stressed out.
But you're just fine, right?
Hey, I'm worried about you. Iori-chan! Shall we go home together?
Sorry, I have plans.
You too?
Sorry, Miwa-chan.
It's okay. I'll go home by myself.
Well, it's about that time.
Yeah.
I should head out too. See you, Miwa-chan.
Bye!
Something up?
Miwako
You're
doesn't
staring.
remember a thing.
It's nothing.
But maybe that's for the best. Miwako! I'm heading out.
See you!
I'm late. There you are.
This scene. You only saw the tail end of it.
Back at it again with the skirt and wig, huh? What a weirdo.
I just didn't get a chance to change. As I said, this is a necessary disguise. Bold words for someone who can't be bothered to make it here on time.
Sorry. Anyway, you're going to do this for me, right?
Let's go. Get in position.
What? Kisaragi?
Amiguchi?
What?
What are you doing here?
That's what I should be asking you. Well, whatever. Who's that little cutie?
Hear that? You're a cutie, apparently.
I'm not complaining.
Hey, what are you doing? Stay back. They might be with the black suit guys.
BJ says he knows them. Natsuno? Usami! You're here too? Why? This little guy let me here. Sekigahara's robot?
I see. The two of them will speed up the process. Hello, Okino. I am like this now, but
You're Miura. Sekigahara told me.
what is your goal?
To save the girl trapped in orbit.
Then we are on the same path.
So you're here to help number 16 too?
My own Sentinel is there.
Sentinel number 17. So that's how it is. Both 16 and 17 were put into orbit.
They went to an unknown man-made artifact in space.
We've briefly gotten a hold of it from here. But we don't quite understand what it is.
Number 16 would know the answer.
Last time we got through to her when I touched something over there. But now...
It won't respond. Not even with Kisaragi's biometric ID. She's completely inaccessible now.
Hugh Amiguchi may know the reason.
You wanna know why? Ida did it himself. He shut down her Sentinel.
Ida, huh?
Yeah. Something about authorization?
He must have used his security authorization to issue the command. So that's what happened.
You created the Sentinels. Perhaps you can clear the authorization.
Worth a try. Help me out.
So, why are you here?
I can't turn down a cry for help. Especially not from the one and only Miyuki Inaba.
Miyuki Inaba? You mean that idol?
Well, yeah. She talked to me through a TV program. You guys call her number 16, but she's actually another you.
I knew it. That song. It sounded a little different in the style of the 80s. But it's just like when I sang back in middle school. And Inaba. That's my username. I became an idol? Seriously? Amiguchi-kun surprised me enough as it is. But seriously, you too, Usami? I can't believe you're all time traveling. This is actually where I'm from. Whoa, you came from the future? Does anyone else know about this stuff? Let's see. Yuki-chan from Class 1A. Miura-kun too.
What? That guy?
The preparations are complete. Kisaragi, as you scan your ID to grant access, the authorization will be reset, and the Sentinel will reboot. Go ahead and unlock it.
Here goes. No good?
The Sentinel started up normally.
I see. Ida-kun shut me off.
We all came to save you. Sorry it's a little late.
Thank you.
Access is clear.
Don't worry. Universal Control doesn't suspect a thing. To it, this appears to be a simple video broadcast.
So you're... Miyuki Inaba?
Also known as Tomi Kisaragi. Just like you.
Please tell me, what is all this? What's going on?
I would like information as well.
Do you trust me?
Well, you're me, right? I won't get anywhere if I can't even trust myself.
I was shifted to the orbiting command ship.
Command ship.
For the second phase of the Interstellar Development Project. It's an artificial satellite that presides over terraforming.
Terraforming?
The very ground you stand on is proof. The second phase was a resounding success.
No way.
So the D-forces were used to develop land.
Originally, yes. They were designed as heavy machinery for that purpose.
You mean It's really true? We're not on planet Earth. Huh?
I've seen it with my own eyes. The whole city's less than 30 kilometers long. I thought it was on a spaceship, though.
Unbelievable. What about the other countries I'd been investigating?
Universal control alters the information you receive. It does whatever's necessary to make things appear consistent. Shukun is telling the truth. From here, I can see the entirety of the residential ward system. All of the terminal controls, too.
You're able to control the satellite from your Sentinel?
It does have some limitations, of course. But it is possible. Because I'm Tomi Kisaragi.
Huh?
She's the one who designed the second phase of interstellar development. She was a terraforming researcher. Watch this log of hers.
February 8th, 2188. Continuing my report from yesterday. I ran the simulation. This was our 25th terraforming attempt. We believe the planet is a Type 57b. In order to reach a habitable state for humanity, the process took 1,800 years. A bit longer than hoped. No further issues up to this point. Oh, and I almost forgot. At Professor Morimora's suggestion, I updated the system on the command ship. It's set to monitor the final phase, surface facilities. Before any harm may come to these facilities, it will determine whether the final phase needs to be redone. As the professor always says, it can't hurt to be safe. Work has been coming along well, but I honestly can't wait to return to the surface.
What was that?
A log from Tomi Kisaragi in the year 2188.
She said some curious things. Like redoing the final phase.
You heard correctly. There's no turning back.
Well, what now?
The command ship will fall below the horizon soon. We'll be disconnected for quite a while.
Are there any measures we can take?
Yes. But I believe there's only one way through this.
And what's that?
Universal control. It needs to be altered. And the only ones who can do that are all of you. Trust in me. And get into the Sentinels.
The lack of preparing for the final battle scenes is really hurting me. Alright, Nenji, what do you got?
I guess when you put it like that, maybe you've got a point. I should slow down and think a little. Still, though.
I want to make sure you're gonna be safe, Kisaragi.
Jeez, why do you sound so serious all of a sudden?
If you're going back, then I'm coming with you. I got something I gotta do. Just wait right here a sec.
Oh, sure.
That big robot. Well, the Sentinel. If I could just pilot that thing. If this crazy loop does eventually become reality, maybe I could at least beat down a couple kaiju. So...
Oh, Ogata-kun. What's wrong?
Okino's here. Looks like it worked. Get out of my way. Just you and me, Tsukasa Okino. Can't run this time. Last time, I got out of this place by chasing him. Shit. Everything's spinning. Where am I? Not Kamazumi, that's for sure. It doesn't help darkness. Ichiyama? Hey, what's wrong? Can't move, huh?
Over here. Hurry.
She's more badass than I am.
They're coming back this way again.
We gotta find some way to stop them here. We won't be catching the train to school again anytime soon.
Usami! Natsuno! You're out too? Our timing sucks, huh? We hit our operating limits at the same time.
What about the others?
They're not doing great. Even Miura-kun.
Miura. Number 19, right?
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna call my Sentinel again. Miura-kun!
Reporting in. Number 19 is taking heavy damage. Sorry, I'm shifting out. They never need to rest. The assault never lets up. Everything's falling apart. I let down our defensive line. Please.
You did plenty, man. We're gonna be okay. Let us handle the rest.
I've already hit my operating limit. I'll try to get back in the fray as soon as I'm combat ready. Natsuno-san, I'll fight your share as well. So you don't have to push yourself so hard.
You really don't need to worry about me so much.
I always worry about you.
I'll go.
No. Your Sentinel's already taken a beating. I'll handle this.
Didn't you just dismount? You're already at your limit.
I don't give a shit about my limits. I love you. And that's why I gotta break them.
They're here again.
You take Minami and get back while you can. I gotta dance with these chumps first.
You must think you're such a badass, you big idiot.
You watch me, Tomi Kisaragi. This time, I swear I'll protect you.
Okay, at least we got another preparing for the final battle scene. You're gonna be the plot bomb. You're waiting on Renya Goto. So, alright, we have to go through Renya Goto now.
Oh?
Stretching a bit. Alright. Mr. Villain in Glasses, the guy that knows so goddamn much. What else are you gonna show us?
It would appear
I can no longer rely on Shikishima. Miss Morimura's death has left the Shikishima execs in disarray. Now they won't let me spearhead the Sentinel project, as if I'm just a child. I doubt my opinion will weigh much in their discussions going forward. Miss Morimura, why did you have to die?
Alright, not this way.
Ayame Park, please.
That was pretty quick, Goto-kun.
I checked the corpse at the police station. It was yours, Miss Morimura. There's no doubt about it.
Is that so?
You don't seem too shocked about your death.
Well, it didn't exactly stop me. Here I am, safe and sound.
I suppose that's true.
So, what did the police say?
The cause of death was a gunshot to the abdominal area. No bullet was found in the body. Though it's easy to imagine why. The murder weapon was likely from beyond this time, beyond material bullets. Estimated time of death is approximately 1900 hours. You were witnessed running off somewhere with a short-haired student. According to a pedestrian's eyewitness account, anyway.
They found a witness. This era's police really did their due diligence.
An acquaintance of Miss Morimura. Described as a short-haired male in a student uniform. Most likely A. Sekigahara. There should have been that drone tracking her movement. So, anything helpful in its footage?
The timing couldn't have been worse. It looks like it was monitoring the government's movement at the time. So she wasn't even under surveillance.
I see.
Any thoughts as to our primary suspect?
The witness statement matches the description of A. Sekigahara.
It did seem like something was wrong with A. Sekigahara's memories. I wouldn't be surprised if he was our murderer.
Though it raises the question of why he bothered to lure her out. Surely a murderer's optimal scenario is to avoid being spotted at all.
Well, maybe it wasn't premeditated. He could have killed her by accident.
Well, he certainly is the type to brood over things. I can say he's not enough of an idiot to shoot someone on impulse.
We already know who Mr. Fluffy, the cat, was. We figured out what his importance is in the story and how we linked it all together. That was explained in her story at the end, as well as a bit into Jiro's, in that we saw the AI intelligence itself doing it.
Who else could it be? That man with that call sign? Some numerical name.
Logically speaking, he would naturally be another potential suspect. He did attempt to eradicate all the compatibles. He's a dangerous individual, and he's still at large. All that's left of 426 is his consciousness. I don't think I could reliably predict his behavior. He's desperate enough to do anything. 426 certainly isn't above killing. If Ida-san were here, I'm sure he'd declare 426 our primary suspect.
We know he killed at least 4 people. That's why I shot him dead in the end. If he resurrected himself as an android, maybe that would give him a chance at revenge. As a motive, it sounds pretty clear-cut.
Aside from Miss Morimura and Ida-san, 4 others came here for refuge 16 years ago. By the time I'd started assisting Miss Morimura's efforts, they'd already lost their physical bodies. Fortunately, we were able to use the data stored in Sector 0. This allowed us to meld their replicated consciousness with AI. As for how they lost their bodies in the first place, reportedly 426 is doing. He destroyed them all in one fell swoop. According to Ida-san's account, anyway. But if number 16 is to be believed, that's not what really happened. And Miss Morimura should be aware of that. I spoke with the pilot of Sentinel number 16. Back then, she gave Miss Morimura something nobody else would. The truth.
Wait, what do you mean? Could you go over that again?
Our defensive maneuvers failed. So we decided to stick to the plan. We all headed to the gate to escape. But there was an explosion while we were shifting. From what I can tell, the Type 98 we were shifting in got attacked. But that's the last thing I remember. After that, nothing.
But that means... Is that how your data was damaged? It wasn't some plot by 426 after all? Just an explosion? We never did manage to completely reconstruct your data. I thought it was just that you didn't get converted in time, but... You were all dead before the shift even happened. Ida-kun, you said he killed the 4 of them. I know you did. You said he sabotaged them, killed them.
Given the chance, he certainly would have.
You lied to me?
He already tried to kill us all in the past. You know he'd have tried again if we left him alive. Killing him was the right call.
No. That means...
Miss Morimura, I have one more question.
What is it?
Regarding 426, would you say you had any particular feelings toward him?
Feelings? Well, he was certainly a good friend. I felt like he really understood me. Well, used to, anyway. Where's this coming from?
That doesn't make sense. According to number 18, or should I say, Tamao-san. I had a hunch about Miss Morimura's feelings, and my discussion with Tamao-san only confirmed my suspicions.
Goto-kun. I'm sorry for this. I know it's sudden. I need to talk to you.
Did something happen?
It's about Morimura-san. She's been transplanting 426's memories onto Juro-kun. I only just found out.
426? As in the escaped android?
No, not that one. She's using the memory data of the man himself. It was saved during the shift.
In other words, she's trying to use Juro to create another 426?
I did my best to talk her down. She's letting me handle Juro-kun's treatment now. Still, I don't think she's given up on this.
Why is she trying to bring back 426?
Well,
I've been giving her some advice about it. And I understand where she's coming from, but... Mori Murasan is in love with him.
With 426?
Maybe she always has been. That's why she wants him back as a human.
But she has to know the risks. He's a dangerous man.
True, but that's not exactly what she's remembering. Besides, she's the one who killed him. That guilt is still eating at her. Watch over Mori Murasan. And try to keep her away from Juro-kun if you can.
I'll keep that in mind.
Thank you. I can barely take the idea of 1426, let alone 2.
Nope, other way. Making sure, alright.
So I was right. Miss Morimura did have feelings for someone. When Juro Izumi lost his memories, you aimed to use him to revive 426. Make one a vessel for the other. One reason seems most likely. You harbored romantic feelings for him.
Me? With him? You're joking. That Chihiro Morimura was mind-hacked, remember? You said so yourself.
I'd like to revisit something you just mentioned. About 426 killing at least 4 individuals. Do you really not remember?
Remember what?
You've read my files, I presume? I gathered quite a lot of material in the past. Most of it is rather outdated, including Ida-san's statement concerning those victims. In other words, your answer is objectively incorrect.
Really? Well, can you blame me? Look at this body I'm stuck with. I'm bound to have some memories confused.
If you recall, I suggested that Miss Morimura was mind-hacked. That idea was based on a certain piece of evidence I found. One particular log.
What log?
If you really are Miss Morimura, then you should already know. 2 years before you were born, Ida-san extracted some information from 426 that in turn led to the discovery of the data log in question. As for the log itself, it contains footage from the year 2188. It was found buried in the mainframe data during the analysis of 426. You seem very disturbed by me seeing that file. So much so, in fact, that you ended up deleting all of your logs. Would you mind telling me why you did that?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Well, at the very least, its contents suggested a connection to 426. Or even that he had been manipulating Miss Morimura. The log contained a very interesting report. Apparently, Juro Izumi downloaded memories onto Chihiro Morimura's clone.
This is Tetsuya Ida. Don't know why I'm recording this. Nobody's going to hear it. Still, might as well. Not like I have anywhere else to share this. I was in the middle of a routine bug regression a great idea to give that guy senior admin ID. And at this point, what the hell can we do about it? At least now I have proof. You're all hypocrites anyway. Yes, including you, jackass. So who even cares anymore? None of this matters. We're all dead anyway.
Sorry about that. Dark came in the room a little bit, so I missed a little bit of that, but still.
The log inconveniently revealed one of your secrets. One you were desperate to keep me away from. So you deleted it. That's my theory, anyway.
So I figured his story was going to be the plot dump of all plot dumps about everything that was not answered, or at least not fully unveiled. But, you know, unless his part is only like 4 or 5 scenes, this dude's going to take a while to explain everything.
Remember where this all began? It was the compatibility experiment, the one that produced you. Based off Miss Morimura's footage and your own admissions, I've completely misjudged the situation. All this time, I believed you were her. But even from the very beginning, you've been your own person.
So, what are you saying? I'm not Chihiro Morimura?
Please don't do this to me, game. We don't need another AI person.
If I'm not a duplicate of Chihiro Morimura, then who exactly do you think I am?
You are Chihiro Morimura.
Well, there you have it.
No, not Miss Morimura, the teacher. Professor Chihiro Morimura. The one from the year 2188. And the central figure of Shikishima's interstellar development project.
What percentage gain was that? What the fuck? How's it going, Kisa? Welcome to the stream. I didn't see your message earlier. What the fuck?